Welcome here to St. Augustine, Florida. Friday night baseball action live on Schlick Sports. We got the Creekside Knights traveling to face the Yellow Jackets on the road. The Knights enter their Knights contest at 4-1. The Yellow Jackets, after winning their season opener 16-3 over Palatka, have dropped their last three. They look to get back on track tonight against the Knights. Hello, everyone, and welcome into the broadcast on Schlick Sports. I'm Noah Schlicksa, bringing you tonight's action. Let's take a look at these two teams and what they bring to the table. St. Augustine come in after a 17-9 season last year. They're coached by new head coach Tony Canaday, was the head coach at Nice the previous two seasons, had success there. The Knights at 4-1. They struggled a little bit out the gate, especially getting the bats going. Now batting .260 as a team with the on-base percentage at .359. Put up 10 runs in their last game against St. Joseph and 8 against Beachside. That's 18 in their last two games. They'll look to continue that offensive onslaught tonight, and they'll face a tough matchup on the mound. Merrick Beamish, the sophomore, perfect game grade of 8 with the 88-mile-per-hour fastball, poses a threat to them on the mound. Let's take a look at the Knights lineup tonight. Andrew Kelly will be leading things off, followed by Ty Martineau and Sean Aschenfelder. Carson McFarland will be batting cleanup as the DH. Elias Hicks batting fifth, followed by Will Busey and Michael Bysham. Gavin Strumpton and Alex Calabro to round out the lineup. Looking at the St. Augustine side, they got Maddox Dowler leading off, followed by Connor Curtin and Vic Patel, the St. John's Country Day commit. Patel, named to watch tonight, batted .364 with 3 home runs last year. OPS over 1,000 for the Spartans. Batting cleanup, Ryan Hansen, followed by Xavier R. Brooks Beggs, the DH. Bottom three, Cooper Kiker, the pitcher, Beamish, and Pablo Rivera. They'll be going up against a very tough Nick Romeo out on the mound. He was great in his first start against Florida Christian. Taking a look at the numbers on him in that game, 5 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 2 walks to 6 strikeouts on the night. Look out for Nick Romeo. He's got a sophomore. He's got a good fastball, and he was feeling in that last start, was smiling, nodding out on the mound. Happy to be out there, and he sure will be happy to be back out there tonight, 6 days after his last start. We're going to step away now for a few minutes. Still waiting on the umpires here at St. Augustine. Send you to a commercial break here on Schlick Sports. Back with hopefully first pitch coming up next on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Welcome back here to St. Augustine High School, where you take a look at the beautiful sunset we got going on. We are waiting on the umpire still. It was a 6:30 schedule first pitch, but we have no umps yet tonight, so we'll keep you updated on that. But for now, we will step away here on Schlick Sports. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. Welcome back here to St. Augustine High School in St. Augustine, Florida, where we are getting set for Creekside to battle it out with the Yellow Jackets live on Schlick Sports. We just had the umpire show up. It was a scheduled 6:30 first pitch, but they were told it was 6:45 apparently, so they just showed up. Now we are having a home plate meeting right now, and we should be minutes away from first pitch here on Schlick Sports. We'll be back with the national anthem and the starting lineups coming up next on Schlick Sports. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Welcome back here to St. Augustine High School, where we're getting set for Creekside and the Yellow Jackets. Let's send you down to the field now for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
At first base, number 24, Elias Hicks. At third base, number 3, Will Pusey. In left field, number 6, Mike Lyceum. At catcher, number 13, Gavin Stump. In right field, number 16, Alex Colombo. And the pitcher, number 21, Nick Romo. The reserves, number 1, Isher Shields. Number 2, Logan Dupree. Number 4, Andrew Herbst. Number 7, Porter Clancy. Number 9, Jackson Palmer. Number 12, DJ Corey. Number 14, Jackson Kane. Number 15, Roman Naselli. Number 17, Jackson Harding. Number 18, Hunter Zimmerman. Number 22, Matt Lyceum. And number 23, Adam Harvey. Your head coach, Chris Keene. And now for your St. Augustine High Yellow Jackets. At catcher, number 12, Maddox Dollar. At shortstop, number 5, Connor Curtin. In left field, number 0, Vic Patel. In right field, number 17, Ryan Hansen. At first base, number 21, Xavier R. The DH, number 9, Brooks Beggs. At second base, number 13, Lucas Watson. At third base, number 7, Cooper Kiker. On the mound, number 4, Merrick Beamish. In center field, number 1, Pablo Rivera. The reserves, number 2, Tanner Beggs. Number 8, Sam Fatita. And number 11, Ethan Bushman. The head coach for the Jackets, Tony Kennedy. Assistant coaches, Jacob Reimer, Jeremiah Fosterman, Greg Kiker, and Jack Steiger. At this time, please stand, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And it is time to play ball here on Schlick Sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's broadcast as we get set for some Friday night baseball here on Schlick Sports between the Creekside Knights and the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. Taking a look at these two teams. The Yellow Jackets took their opener 16-3 but have lost 3 straight to Ridgeview, Columbia, and Fletcher. Creekside, after winning their opener, took a loss to Hillgrove in Valdosta, Georgia. Then Florida Christian, Beachside, and now St. Joseph all going down by big margins to the Knights. They got the bats going, and with that, they got going on track. In their last game, Wednesday night, put up 10 runs, won that game 10-7 against Beachside, an 8-2 victory. And taking a look at this batting lineup that's been getting it done, leading things off tonight for the Knights, Andrew Kelly, followed by Ty Martineau and Sean Aschenfelder. Aschenfelder's got 3 triples in the last 2 games, and if you include the last 3 games, you can add a home run to that line. Carson McFarland, the DH tonight. Elias Hicks, batting 5th, followed by Will Busey, Michael Bysham, Gavin Strumpton, Alex Calabro. On the field for the Yellow Jackets, Vic Patel out in left field, Pablo Rivera in center, Ryan Hansen in right field. On third base, Cooper Kiker. Middle infielders, Connor Curtin at short, Lucas Wasson at second, Xavier R. over at first, Maddox Dowler behind the plate. And on the mound, the sophomore, Maddox Beamish. Beamish, the sophomore, got an 88-mile-an-hour fastball according to Perfect Game. Look out for him tonight. Beamer got a perfect grade game of 8. No stats online on him, but he's got his work cut out for him in this one against a tough Creekside lineup, and leading things off, Andrew Kelly.
Let's go, Merrick! 3 up, 3 down, Jackets, let's go!
Kelly was off to a bit of a slow start this season, was out of the lineup for a game, and then back in his last 2 games, batting 9th, however, as he takes a ball. We are underway. Kelly got it going in that 9-hole spot. Now batting .250 with an RBI. 2 stolen bases to 3 strikeouts. Went the first 3 games hitless. Was benched against Florida Christian. Came back against Beachside and had a good game against St. Joseph as well. Now 3-0 count to him. Dangerous when he gets on base. So he's got a ton of speed. As the senior awaits the 3-0, right down the gut for strike number 1. Kelly's speed utilized on the football team this year. Hadn't played football his previously 3 high school seasons, but was recruited as a wide receiver and a kickoff return as he slaps that one down the left field line. Base hit. Patel picks it up. Kelly will stay at first base. Leadoff single for Andrew Kelly and the Knights. Good at bat there from Andrew Kelly. Now Ty Martineau to the plate. Martineau. Another night that got off to a bit of a slow start, but has picked it up. Was making a lot of contact, just couldn't get anything to fall for him. Average now up to .231, getting on base at the .444 mark. Takes a lot of walks, got a good eye at the plate. 3 walks to 2 strikeouts with an RBI. Got on base at the .392 mark last season. As he watches a strike go by to start this at bat off. Temperature at first pitch, 80 degrees, windy and partly cloudy here. The wind's at 12 miles an hour blowing southwest as Kelly gets back safely on the pickoff move. Sunset was 3 minutes ago. Beautiful over the left field fence. You can still see some of the haziness if you look over there. Wind blowing from the left field corner towards the right field corner, kind of across the field here. As Martineau awaits the 0-1 upstairs for a ball. Cooper Kiker over on third base, playing in, expecting a bunt. He's in the grass. You can tell Martineau added some speed this offseason. Stolen a couple bags already. Hasn't bunted much at all. As Kelly gets back in time. Good pickoff move by Beamish on the mound. Andrew Kelly got a good size lead over at first base, and again he checks on him. Again back safely. Andrew Kelly got 2 stolen bases so far this season. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes here. He does. The pitch fouled away. 1-2. Kelly got a good jump on that last one. Knights aggressive running the bases. Look out for that here tonight. Last year, this Creekside team swiped 115 bases in 125 attempts. Kelly was responsible for 23 of them. Again, a pickoff move. Again, back in time. St. Augustine wanted that one. Not quite sure. If they got him there. Kelly had the team lead in stolen bases by 9. They're very worried about him over on first base. This is again the 1-2. Slapped up the middle. Backhanded diving stop at second. Throw to second. Will get Kelly. What a play out there at second base by Lucas Wasson. Wasson out there, backhanded diving stop, moving to his right. What a play to get the first out of the inning. Now Sean Aschenfelder to the plate. Aschenfelder off to a great start early on this season. Pickoff move gets to the fence. Martineau's rushing for second. He'll get there easily. Takes the turn and will be caught in between. That was a big turnover at second. Stayed put. So now a runner into scoring position for Creekside on the wild throw over to first. Taking a look at the stats on Aschenfelder this season. Sean has been swinging a really hot bat off the gate, as he did last year as well, at 329 last season with an on-base percentage at 400 with 12 RBIs. This year batting 333 OPS at over 1,000.205. Got a home run with 3 RBIs, 3 triples in the last 2 games. It's 1-0 to him here with 1 out and a runner on second base. Takes another ball, 2-0. Martineau, the runner on second. 2-0 hitters count to Aschenfelder. Beamish steps off, takes a look back to second. We'll do it again. Beamish struggling a little early on to hit the zone. He's right there. He gets a strike on Aschenfelder on the foul tip. Five strikes to 6 balls now. Martineau now on third base. Thought it was a foul ball, but they call it a wild pitch. So runner standing 90 feet away. 2-1. Smoked out into deep center field. Going back on it, Rivero. He'll make the catch. No, did he drop it? No, it's an out. Martineau will score easily on the sac fly. And now attention turns out to right center field as Rivero and Hansen had a bit of a collision out there. They get up. Look to be okay. What a catch by Rivero out in right center field. Stole a double from Sean Aschenfelder at least. That got by him, possibly his 4th triple of the season. Instead, his 4th RBI. 1-0 early on. Knights lead. Carson McFarland to the plate. But what a catch that was out in center as that one up and in near the dome, ball 1. Rivero was falling down as he made that catch. He had Hansen moving in under him. it looked like he bobbled it out there as well. Still found a way to come down with the ball. 1-1 after that strike to McFarland. 2 outs, 1 run in the top of the first for Creekside. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. McFarland on the season now. Batting .333, .467 on base percentage. Driven in 2 runs. He takes one close. Out of the zone, though. That's a call you want if you're St. Augustine. Instead, it's 2-2. Again, we don't have the best angle over here. Likely that pitch was inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. He rung him up on the inside part of the zone. Knights do get one, however, on the sac fly from Sean Aschenfelder. We return for the bottom of the first. Yellow Jackets' first chance when we return on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Welcome back here to St. Augustine on Schlick Sports. Time now to take a look at the starting lineup for the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. Batting order for the Jackets in this one, they are led off by Maddox Dowler, the catcher. Connor Curtin batting second, followed by Vic Patel. Ryan Hansen in the cleanup spot, followed by Xavier R. and Brooks Beggs. Bottom 3, Cooper Kiker, Merrick Beamish, and Pablo Rivera. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Knights. Out in left field, Michael Bysham, Andrew Kelly in center, Alex Calabro in right. Will Busey in the hot corner. Sean Aschenfelder at short, Ty Martineau at second. Elias Hicks at first base. Gavin Strump at catcher. Out on the mound for Creekside, Nick Romeo. Bad connection over there. Taking a look at the stats on Nick Romeo out on the mound. Romeo, in one start this year, went 5 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits to 2 runs, none of them earned. In that start, struck out 6, walked just 2 batters. So he gets a strike here to start off the at-bat. Romeo, the thing that stood out for me in that last start for him, as that pitch fouled out of play, quick 0-2. He works fast. I'm not going to have much time to talk in between pitches. No pitch clock needed with Nick Romeo and many of the Knights' pitchers. As the lefty winds up the pitch in the dirt for a ball. But he just has fun out there. Like last time, laughing on the mound, not in his head. Just having a good time out there and pitched very well as well with Florida Christian. Didn't get the win, but had a great outing in his first start. Just a sophomore out there. It's the 2-2 pitch. Stays alive. Number off the end of the bat. Romeo out there added over 20 pounds over the offseason. 32 strikeouts to 7 walks for him last year. Carried a .438 ERA. It's the 2-2 pitch. Skied down the first baseline. Elias Hicks in pursuit. He will not get to it. Still 2-2. As a trio of balls are rolled out to the umpire. Sits in the low to mid 80s. Nick Romeo out on the mound. There's a 2-2 pitch outside, full count. Doesn't walk too many batters. Could walk the first one he sees here. St. Augustine dug out loud. The pitch grounded over to third. Fielded on the hop by Busey. Throw to first base in time for out number 1. Nice play in the hot corner by Will Busey. The senior we'll see up at the plate next inning. Not only he's been swinging a hot bat, but he's done a great job over at third base so far this season. He's got his grandparents from Ohio in attendance tonight, just in for the week, and getting to see the senior play on the road as Connor Curtin will step up to the plate, the shortstop. Swings at the first pitch he sees, send one deep down the right field line. Alex Calabro makes the catch for a quick out number 2. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the first inning. Our score, Creekside 1, St. Augustine nothing. As Vic Patel steps up to the plate. Patel, a senior on this team, played for St. John's Country Day last year, and he raked when he was with them. 364 average, 3 home runs to 11 RBIs. OPS at 1,158. There's a foul ball to start off the at-bat. 0-1 to Patel. Here comes from Romeo. Doesn't get the call. Ball number 1. One pitch, blown away in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. 2 gone in the inning. Lefty on lefty. Vic Patel at the plate. Got a hitter's count. 2-1. Full windup in the pitch. Line down to Will Busey at third base for out number 3. Nick Romeo sets down the Yellow Jackets. 1-2-3 in the first inning. Creekside carries a 1-0 advantage heading into the second on Schlick Sports.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here to St. Augustine. 5-6-7 due up for Creekside. Elias Hicks leading things off in the 5-spot for him. We saw one St. John's Country Day transfer that last inning. Did he go on the swing? He did not. Top of the second, 1-0. Creekside leads over the Yellow Jackets. Hicks was hurt last season. Check swing, appeal down. Ball number 2. There's strike 1. 2-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Actually, no, 1-2. That one skied foul, and Hicks will stay alive. Will Busey on deck. We'll get to him in a moment. Michael Bysham follows. The bottom of the order has been producing in a big way for the Knights. As Elias Hicks swings at strike number 3, out number 1 in the top of the second. And here is Will Busey. Busey has been off to a crazy good start for the Knights, just getting on base any way possible, and he's hitting the ball real well. 455 average for the senior this year. 2 RBIs, 5 runs scored. When he gets on base, it's normally good for the Knights as he takes a ball. As he takes one upstairs for a ball. 2-0. Busey in the last 3 games, batting .500 with 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and a double. A lot of base hits, and when he gets on, scored 5 times. That one low and away for ball number 3. Or, no, did he call that a strike? Oh, my. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Will Busey, not a fan of that call. He kind of lifts his head back there. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone in the inning. Beamish out on the mound after giving up a run in the first. Looks to respond with 2 straight outs to start the inning. Now a full count on Will Busey at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full windup, Beamish the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Merrick Beamish out on the mound. 2 gone, Michael Bysham to the plate. And we just talked about how good Busey's been. How about Michael Bysham, the sophomore? Each of those 2 guys struggled a little bit last year. Didn't get too many plate appearances. Bysham, he swings at strike number 1. Bysham this year hitting .400 with a OPS at 1,200, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. In the last 3 games, hitting .571, 1 homer, 1 RBI, and a double. Takes a ball. Also got 2 saves on the season. Him and his brother Matthew have been pitching on the team, and each of them off to nice starts to the season. That one shot to third, fielded cleanly by Kiker. Throw to first in time. Not a bad way for Beamish to respond. Sets the Knights down 1-2-3. Heading into the bottom of the second, our score, Creekside 1, St. Augustine nothing.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Take a look at the score here at St. Augustine High School. 1-0 Creekside leads the Yellow Jackets on the road. Bottom of the second inning, Ryan Hansen, the cleanup man, will lead things off for St. Augustine. First pitch, foul back, strike 1. Hansen, a junior, out in right field tonight for the Yellow Jackets. Takes a ball low. One. In the dirt for a ball. Romeo only 2 walks in his last appearance. Was not very wild in that one. Struggling to find the zone a bit here early on. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed, first strike. Number 3. Number 1 in the bottom of the second. Xavier R to the plate. R, a sophomore, stands at 6'0", 195. Graded 7 by perfect game. Big body over at first base for this team. Takes a big swing at strike number 2. 0-2 as he holds up for time, gets set at the plate. As soon as he comes down, Romeo into the windup, and he gets him swinging late at a fastball. Blew it right by him for out number 2. Now the DH Brooks Beggs to the plate. Briggs, a junior. The DH spot tonight. The lefty on lefty matchup. Off speed pitch in the zone for strike number 1. Gets him chasing one below the strike zone. Now 0-2 on Brooks Beggs at the plate. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And how about that for a response? Nick Romeo sets him down 1-2-3. All on strikes heading into the 3rd inning. Our score still 1-0 Creekside here on Schlick Sports.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to the Hive in St. Augustine, Florida, where the Knights currently lead the Yellow Jackets 1-0. Take a look at that big left field wall, just 295 to the corner out there. Dimensions here, pretty small ballpark. 310 to the right field corner as Gavin Strump swings at strike 1, starting the inning off. Right field, not too deep, not too shallow. He's got him swinging there, 0-2. And the left center field corner, 335, not very deep to dead center field. You get a hold of one, you can certainly send it out here, that's for sure. 1-2 to Gavin Strump. Again, our score 1-0. Creekside with the lead after getting a run in the top of the 1st inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Merrick Beamish deals the pitch. Got him looking at strike 3. How about Beamish out there on the mound after giving up a run in the top of the 1st? He's now set down for the last 5 men he's seen on strikes. The other guy he forced to ground out to 3rd. Now Alex Calabro to the plate. Calabro was off to a really hot start, and then they put him in the leadoff spot in replace of Andrew Kelly, who had been struggling. And Calabro did not do very well there. No hits for him in his 2 games in leadoff, so they sent him back down in the order. That one up and in near the dome. 2-0. Calabro still off to a good start, though. 308 average, 400 on base percentage. Got 2 RBIs, the West Georgia commit. 2-0 pitch, up and in. 3-0. 1 out in the inning. Creekside needs a base runner. We'll see if Calabro's got the green light here. 3-0, the pitch. Taken upstairs and inside for ball number 4. So Calabro, 4-pitch walk after the 4-pitch strikeout. Runner on first, Andrew Kelly to the plate. Single down the left field line his last time up. Top of the order did some damage. Kelly with the single, and then Ty Martineau grounded into a fielder's choice, which was a great play by Watson out at second base. Made a diving stop, flipped to second base to get Kelly just barely in time. And a deep sac fly from Sean Ashenfelder to drive in Martineau. First pitch. A ball there from Beamish. Kelly got that single on a 3-1 count, and after 5 straight balls from his pitcher, we're going to have a mound visit with 1 gone and a runner on first. In the top of the 3rd inning, Creekside leads 1-0. Taking a look at Calabro out there on first base. Last year, tied for 2nd on the team with 14 stolen bases. Didn't get caught stealing once. And then this season, Calabro 3 stolen bases, which is tied for the team lead. 1-0 on Andrew Kelly. And we'll see if Calabro tries to swipe second here. Kelly will step out of the box and gives a warning to the Creekside dugout. Some of the guys pouring out towards the plate. One and 0. Pitch. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Dowler. Staying put over at first is Calabro. One out, 1 on. Here comes the 2-0 to Andrew Kelly. First, they'll check on Calabro over at first. Ball got away from R. So again, 2-0. Beamish deals the pitch out for ball number 3. That's now 7 straight outside the zone. He's got to rein it in here with 1 out. Already 1 on via a walk. The pitch. Low for ball number 4. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Runner in scoring position. 1 out. Ty Martineau the plate. Good news, though. If you're the Yellow Jackets, now force at any base. You can get a double play to get out of the inning. That would be huge for this team, especially momentum-wise. As Martineau takes a couple practice swings, takes his time getting up into the batter's box. Now steps in, grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. Lucas Wasson made a great play over at second base. Takes a look over at the runner, Calabro at second. Fires a pitch for a ball. We'll see how aggressive the Knights are on the base paths in this scenario. Runners on first and second. Both of them can run with 1 out. I doubt they put on the double steal unless it's a hit and run. Corners are in for the Yellow Jackets as Martineau takes a pitch for strike number 1. Merrick Beamish had retired 5 straight now after walking 2 men on 4 straight pitches, 1-1 count with 1 out. In the top of the third. Double steal? No, just big leads. 1 and 2. On time, Martineau. Looking for big out number 2. In the top of the third, already down 1-0 to Creekside. Beamish comes set. And he'll step off. His middle infielders going back and forth to the bag, trying to get Calabro. Caught Beamish's attention. Had to reset. One-two to Martineau. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Calabro on his way to third. He gets there safely. Now 2 into scoring position for Creekside. And a 2-2 count to tie Martineau. Knights looking to extend their lead. In the top of the third, already up 1-0. On the Yellow Jackets. Calabro on third, Kelly on second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beamish comes set with the glove in front of his chest. The pitch. Foul back, stays alive. Half of the infield was in there for St. Augustine. The first baseman, R. and Wasson, the second baseman, each in on the grass. However, Kiker and Curtin, the third baseman and shortstop, back in their regular positions with runners on. And Martineau, hard line drive, went just foul down the right field line. On the pitch, Kiker ran in on the grass, and now he'll start there, it looks like, with a 2-2 count, 1 on. Excuse me, 2-2 count, 1 out. Runners on second and third, top of the third inning. Martineau skies that one, foul territory. Will it get over the net? It will not. Catch is made by Kiker for out number 2. 1-0, Creekside leads. 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. These are the types of situations that the Knights have capitalized on in recent games. And right there, they'll intentionally walk Ashenfelder to load the bases for Carson McFarland, who has been off to an equally hot start for the Knights this season. Now you get the force out back at any base. McFarland struck out looking his last at-bat. Takes a little kick at the dirt. Gets into the box. The pitch. Taken inside for a ball. Knights already with a 1-0 lead. They got the bases loaded. 2 outs and 1-0 count, top of the third. Beamish comes set. The pitch. Fastball upstairs for a ball. He's coming set at different spots. On that fastball was down and from his stomach. On other pitches, he's up near his chest. Beamish by the stomach. The pitch. Fastball up and in. Ball 3. I wonder if he's tipping his pitches here. Time called at the plate by McFarland. .30 count. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Pitch. Outside, ball 4. He walked a man in. Ball got to the backstop. Kelly rounded third but stayed there. 2-0 Creekside. After the walk from McFarland, bases still loaded. Elias Hicks to the plate.
Up the bat, the first baseman, number 24, Elias Hicks.
Beamish. The pitch. Up for a ball. Already walked 1 run in the inning. Everybody on base reached via walk. One of them was intentional. 1-0. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 2-0. Creekside leads. Already 1 run in on the inning. Top of the 3rd. Bases loaded. 2 gone. Pitch to Hicks. Swung on and missed at the fastball. 1-2. Can Beamish escape without any further damage? First a mound visit from the catcher Dowler. Struggling to find the zone with that fastball here. Been able to get 2 strikes on Hicks. Got him swinging at strike number 3. Last inning in the 2nd. He's got the bases loaded. Creekside looking to add on to that 2-run lead. One and 2. Fastball upstairs. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Elias Hicks. And that one's slapped back up the middle. Base hit. Ashenfelder hustling for the plate. The throw, not in time. And they got McFarland trying to get to 3rd base on the play. But Creekside able to add 3 in the top of the 3rd inning. They lead 4-0 heading into the bottom half of the 3rd on Schlick Sports.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Welcome back here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-0. Creekside leads on the road, looking to extend their winning streak to 4 against the Yellow Jackets. It would be absolutely huge for this team after a tough year last season. Was their first losing season in program history after losing quite a few seniors and some key players, including Colby Frieda, Bryce Brindle, Austin Rusimaroff. 2 quick strikes on Cooper Kiker, leading off the bottom of the 3rd. Oh, 2. Fouled away. And, ooh. Almost got someone in the Knights dugout. Romeo will step off. 0-2 on Cooper Kiker. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. 4 straight strikeouts for Nick Romeo out on the mound. 7 up, 7 down to start the game. Merrick Beamish to the plate. Pitcher looking to help himself out Already down 4 here in the bottom of the third. As he shows bunt, pulls back. They're going to say didn't go. Pablo Rivera, the man on deck, then the top of the order. St. Augustine needs to get something going. Down 4 in the bottom of the third. As Beamish sends one back up the middle. That's a base hit. Merrick Beamish, the sophomore, is going to get second, I think. They threw it to first after Beamish had gotten back. And on the play, they're going to get a runner into scoring position. So now Pablo Rivera to the plate. Rivera out in center field. 1 out, 1 on for the Yellow Jackets. Runner on second, bottom of the third. They trail 4-0, showing bunt Rivera. Pulls back. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 from Romeo. Showed bunt, pulled back, popped it up. Busey coming in. Romeo calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 gone. Nice play by Nick Romeo. Getting off the mound there on the pop out. And Maddox Dowler back to the plate, top of the order. Runner on second. And down 4, bottom of the third against a good pitcher like Romeo. Don't want to let this opportunity fall away. They've only got 1 hit so far in this one. And that man is standing on second base. Strike 1 to Dowler. Oh, 1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second, 2 away in the bottom of the third. Romeo fires. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Maddox Dowler. Grounding out to third his last time up. Big 1-2 on the way. Curveball. Hit him. Runners on first and second now for Connor Curtin. Curtin flew out to right last time up. Made good contact on the pitch. Sent it opposite field. Good distance under it. Calabro made a nice catch moving to his left. First pitch to him. Taken for a strike. Oh and 1. In for strike number 2. 2 on, 2 out. 4-0 Creekside leads in the 0-2 to Connor Curtin. Romeo will step off. Kicks at the dirt. Comes back set. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Takes it in the dirt for ball number 1. Vic Patel on deck. Drove in 11 runs last year with 3 home runs at St. John's Country Day. Would represent the tying run if he were to get to the plate. As Curtin stays alive, fouls it over onto the football field where there is currently a lacrosse game being played. The football stadium right outside the first base line here as he calls time at the plate. If you look over, there is the advertisement board over for the football field and track lacrosse. Main stadium, St. Augustine. There's the 1-2. Shot down the first base line. Hicks picks it up, steps on first base for out number 3. So the Jackets strand 2 on base. Heading into the fourth inning, Creekside leads 4-0 on Schlick Sports.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Good crowd out here at St. Augustine tonight. Take a look right there at the concession/press box. Got a good visiting crowd over there, and lawn chairs lined up around the brick wall behind home plate. As we get started here in the top of the fourth inning, 4-0, Creekside with the lead. They'll look to extend it. Here on Schlick Sports, Will Busey will lead things off for the Knights. Struck out swinging his first time up. As he takes the ball here, Merrick Beamish out on the mound. He's had his struggles here with the walk tonight. Walked 4 batters in the last inning. As his pitch there got to the backstop. Two and 0. But control has been an issue for Beamish tonight. Knights only have 2 hits, but it's resulted in 4 runs. One of them was walked in. 2-run single from Elias Hicks last inning. Sac fly from Sean Aschenfelder as well. And there's another 4-pitch walk. Will Busey will take first base. Michael Bysham to the plate. Grounded out. A hard ground ball to third base last time up. Runner on first with nobody out. Top of the fourth inning. After a quick mound visit, back to the plate comes Maddox Dowler. Dowler, a freshman behind the plate, out on the mound. Beamish, a sophomore. We got a underclassman duo here at St. Augustine as Bysham awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs for a ball. Will Busey stands over on first base. He's got 3 stolen bases this year. They'll check on him. Throw a little high. Gets past the first baseman, R. Not by much, though, as he was able to jump up, get a glove on it. Trickled by him a few feet. Kept Busey from advancing, but now another mound visit. We'll see if this is it for Beamish. Looks like just another talk out there on the mound. Bysham, Strump, Calabro. Men do up. Bysham currently at the plate. Bysham in his last 3 games heading into the night was batting .571 with the home run, RBI, and a double. Been off to a fantastic start this season, the sophomore for the Creekside Knights. Sent a home run over a big left field fence just like the one here at Lowndes in Valdosta, Georgia. Beamish back on the mound after the long mound visit. One and 0 on Michael Bysham. Pitch. Off speed, down low. 2 balls, no strikes on Michael Bysham. Look for the off-speed pitch here. Strike number 1. I'm trying to see. He's setting his glove in different places out on the mound. Sometimes coming straight to the chest, sometimes stomach, sometimes starting up like that. Is the pitch. Taken for a strike. Throw down is Busey. Steals second. He'll get in there safely. 2-2 on Michael Bysham. Now a runner in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the 4th. 4-0 Creekside leads. 2-2 to Bysham. Swung on, smacked into left field. Rounding third is Busey. He will stay put. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Gavin Strump now to the plate.
Singles to left. Coming up the bat for the Knights, number 13, Gavin Strump.
Gavin struck out looking his first time up. Just needs to make contact here, as it should score Busey from third. First pitch of the at-bat. Bunt down the first base line. Fielded by Beamish. Throws to first. Got Strump. Runner will score on the play. 5-0 Creekside. Quite a few sack bunts this season for Gavin Strump. I believe that's the 4th time he's done that. Moves Michael Bysham into scoring position. Scores a runner on the play. Had a sack bunt for an RBI Wednesday night. Sack bunt for an RBI Tuesday night. How about that? Bunt single for an RBI Saturday morning. Didn't have a sack bunt for an RBI against Hillgrove. It's now his 3rd straight game with a sack bunt RBI. How about that? As Alex Calabro takes a strike at the top of the zone. With 1 gone now and a runner on second. 5-0 Creekside in the top of the 4th inning. It's 0-1 to Calabro. Beamish will take a look back at Bysham on second before the play. Again steps off and looks back. Here's the 0-1. Calabro shows bunt, gets it down the first base line. Charging it is the first baseman. Tries to apply the tag. He didn't get it. Calabro safe on the bunt single. Runners to the corners. 1 out. Top of the order now up for Creekside. And St. Augustine not happy with that call, as the umpire's now going to talk about it. Pause right here. Safe. So bunt single for Alex Calabro. Runners to the corners. 1 out, Andrew Kelly to the plate. And that was all hustle right there. Calabro laid the bunt down the first base line. It was a great bunt. R came in, tried to get the tag. Calabro able to avoid it. As a soccer ball just landed in the bleachers. Don't know where that came from. Another mound visit from Dowler here. 1 out, top of the 4th inning. 5-0 Creekside leads over the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. Bisham on third, Calabro on first. Andrew Kelly at the plate, shows bunt. Weird move made by Beamish there on the mound. Pump fake over to first, look back to Bisham at third. Again, Kelly shows bunt, and again steps off on the mound. Beamish in no hurry to get this pitch off. We'll see if he lays down the bunt or if he swings here. Infield creeps in, pulls back, takes the ball low. Calabro takes second. 1 ball, no strikes to Andrew Kelly. Half of the infield in. We'll see Kiker creep in on the pitch, now in the grass at third base. Kelly takes a pitch in for ball number 2. 1 out, 2 in scoring position. 2 balls, no strikes. 5-0 Creekside leads. Again up and in on Andrew Kelly. 3-0. That pitch, ball number 4. Andrew Kelly has singled and walked twice tonight. Now bases loaded for Ty Martineau. As Chris King walks down the third baseline, gives him a sign. Has now 6 walks and 4 innings of work. 3 1/3 for Merrick Beamish out on the mound. And this might be it for him. I think that's going to be the last mound visit he gets. Been quite a few in the last couple innings. They're talking out there. Believe this is a pitching change being made by Tony Canaday and the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. And it is. We'll be back after this pitching change, brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard here on Schlick Sports.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Into the game for the St. Augustine team, Lucas Wasson. Wasson was at second base in this one. The righty showing off the sidearm delivery and warm-ups. The sophomore, the pitcher Merrick Beamish, will move back out to second base on the infield. He goes 3 1/3, gave up 4 hits, 6 walks to 4 strikeouts. Currently 5 earned runs on the night for him. He's got the bases loaded, though. Responsible for all those runners with 1 out. And Ty Martineau coming up to the plate. As we await the final warm-up pitch here from Wasson. Martineau grounded into a fielder's choice and popped out in this one. Wasson, according to Perfect Game, 6.5 perfect game grade. Fastball in 2021, 68, so I can imagine that's up in the mid-70s now. This time Martineau will step up to the plate. And another mound visit. As Dowler will head out to talk to his pitcher, most likely about how they want to approach this at-bat. Five 0 Creekside leads, top of the 4th inning. 1 gone, bases loaded. First pitch to Ty Martineau. Taken low for a ball. 1-0. Comes set on the mound. Pitch. Called strike 1. Beamish had the heat with the fastball last time up, was throwing pretty hard out there. Now quite the dramatic difference here for Lucas Wasson out on the mound. As that one lined into left field. Patel makes the catch. Throw to the plate's a good one. And it gets past the catcher. Dowler. Bisham will score. Creekside 6. St. Augustine nothing. Sac fly for Ty Martineau. Now Sean Aschenfelder to the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. Job not quite done for Creekside. Sean Aschenfelder to the plate. Drove in a run back in the first on a sac fly. And walked his last time up. Swings on the first place, blasts it in right field. That'll score 1. Heading to the plate is Kelly. The throw, not in time. 8-0 Creekside. 3rd RBI of the night for Sean Aschenfelder. Carson McFarland looks to keep it going for the Knights, who now have an 8-0 lead in the top of the 4th inning. McFarland walked his last time up. That allowed a run to score. Struck out looking back in the first. Knights have 8 runs on just 5 hits in this one. As McFarland takes strike number 1. Oh and 1. Pitch in the dirt. Dowler keeps it in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two gone. Runner on first in the top of the 4th. 8-0. Creekside leads. Another pitch low in the dirt. Again stopped by Dowler. And again looks at the runner at first. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to McFarland. Runner goes. Pitch swung on, foul back. 2-2 now. McFarland got 333 average heading in the night. Had driven in 2 runs. 2 outs, runner on first. See, they got a bit of a hit and run going here just to steal for Ashenfelder. If they send him at all. Look back to first. He's back in time. I think you want to get the runner in motion right here. With 2 outs, try and get him on the move. Try and get him to score here with 2 gone in the inning. Again, they look back. Got away from the first baseman. They might have had him. But Auer could not keep the ball in his possession. So now 2-2 on Carson McFarland. That was a great pickoff move. They had Ashenfelder beat. He had taken his first step towards second base. That secondary lead. Throw back to first, beat him. Tag didn't quite get him. The 2-2. Taken on the inside corner. First strike, number 3. Big strikeout there from Lucas Watson, but not before the damage is done. Creekside plates 4 in the inning, 4. They now lead 8-0 over the Yellow Jackets, heading into the bottom of the 4th inning.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here to St. Augustine High School. There's Nick Romeo, the sophomore, getting set for the bottom of the 4th inning. He's got a comfortable 8-0 lead after 3 scoreless innings on the mound. He'll face 3, 4, 5. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the Knights plated 4 in the top of the inning. Romeo gets a quick strike past Patel. Lined out right to Will Busey at third base, his first time up. It's the 0-1. Time called at the plate. Pitch won't count. So again, the 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2. Romeo asks for the count again. 0-2, full windup. Pitch. Upstairs for a ball, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Vic Patel. That one in play. Strumps quickly scoops it up, throws to first base in time for out number 1. So 1 away, Ryan Hansen to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time up. We'll see what the junior can do here. Enjoy watching Romeo out on the mound. Gets set on the mound, takes the sign, immediately pitches. That's his routine, kind of gets behind the mound, steps up. Once he's on the rubber, he's ready to go. The pitch. Fouled away onto the track behind the first base line, 0-1. One strike on Hansen. He takes the ball in the dirt. The St. Augustine team managed just one hit against Nick Romeo thus far. Romeo's got 4 strikeouts, allowed a single and hit a man. As he gets quick out number 2 there on the ground out to Martineau. 2 gone in the 4th. Xavier R to the plate. Last time up, struck out swinging. This heart of the order went down. 4 straight strikeouts. He gets a strike past him there. Patel. A little ground out in front of the plate to start off the inning. Slow chopper over to second for the second out. And now 0-2 on Xavier Air. With 2 gone in the inning, the pitch. Low and inside. For ball 1. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Drop third strike, throw to first in time. That's 4 scoreless frames for Nick Romeo and this Knights team. They lead 8-0 heading into the 5th on Schlick Sports.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Top of the 5th inning now, Creekside with the 8-0 lead over St. Augustine as we get started. 5, 6, 7 due up for Creekside. Hicks, Busey, Bisham for the Knights. This team struck early and often against the Yellow Jackets. They look to put this one away. Get to a spot where they can't come back from. New pitching change out there for the Yellow Jackets after Lucas Wesson, the right-hander sidearm pitcher. To end out the 4th, Ryan Hansen now into the game. Lefty with the sidearm release. And Elias Hicks will lead things off against him. He'll start off Hicks with a strike. Final score line on the starter for the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets, Merrick Beamish. Went 3 1/3, gave up 4 hits, 8 runs. Walked 6 runners and struck out 4. As it's 1-1 to Elias Hicks. That pitch low for ball number 2. That pitching change from the Yellow Jackets, brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. It's 3-1 now after that pitch low. Elias Hicks, last time up, 2-run single for him, struck out back in the 2nd for the Knights. Takes that one at the knees, full count on the senior Hicks. Payoff pitch, here it comes. Fouled away over the third base netting. Stays alive, we'll do it again, 3-2. Hicks now with 3 RBIs on the season. Struggled a little bit out the gate with the bat, but he's got it going. And he walks there. Lead runner on base for the Knights. And now Will Busey to the plate. Runner on first, nobody out. 8-0 Creekside leads as Chris King going to walk up to the plate. As looks like Jackson Kane will pinch run for Elias Hicks out there. As Hansen will step up to the mound after the walk. Jackson Kane now on first. Pitch in the dirt to Will Busey. Gets away from Dowler behind the plate. Keeps it close enough to keep the runner at first base. One and 0. Pitch up high for a ball. 2-0 on Will Busey. Top of the fifth, 8-0 Creekside leads. They got a runner on first. But nobody out. No check on Jackson Kane. That gets down the right field line. Kane racing for second. And he'll stay there. So now runner into scoring position for the Knights. And Will Busey has been swinging a hot bat early on this season. Leads the Knights in hits. Busey already got 2 RBIs. Looking to make it 3 right here. Or at least advance the runner with nobody out. The 2-0. That gets to the backstop. And now they got him in a pickle. Bounce right back to Dowler. Kane making his way back to second. He's on his way to third. Throw to Hansen. Looks like it will get him. Tried to put on a spin move. Not in time. And they got Kane between second and third. Just an unfortunate bounce for him there. That went straight to the backstop. It's brick. It hit the brick wall, bounced right back to Maddox Dowler, threw down to third. And that was it for Jackson Kane. So now 1 away, 3-0 on Will Busey. As he fouls one back, out of play. 3-1. Crowd is filled up. Not too many empty seats here on either side. We got some football players coming over from practice or a game, or lacrosse, I think, actually, as Busey will walk. I'm in the third base stands. We got people all around. Got lawn chairs behind the backstop, and it's a nice night for baseball and a good crowd to take it in. We got a runner on first, 1 out for Michael Bysham. Singled and later scored in the third. In the fourth. So there's a strike by him, 0-1. No, they called that a ball. That one also called ball. 2-0. 1 gone and a runner on first for the Creekside Knights. And there's a balk. So now runner back into scoring position for the Knights. Will Busey on second base. Still 2-0 on Michael Bysham. Prime opportunity to extend this lead for the Knights. Hansen will step off. Still 2-0 the count. One gone, runner on second base. The pitch, swung on and missed, blew it by him for strike one. Gavin Strump, the man on deck, drove in a run on a sac bunt last time up. Two balls and a strike. The pitch, no, that's going to be a balk. Third time called at the plate. Thought that could be a balk there, but Bisham called time. Pickoff move to second. Busey back safely. Wasson back out on second base after closing out the fourth inning on the mound. Runner goes, 2-1 pitch. Throw down, not in time. Pitch was high, 3-1. Will Busey with the steal of third. So now runner standing 90 feet away from home plate. 3-1 on Michael Bisham. Gavin Strump, the man on deck. Infield comes in for the Yellow Jackets. The pitch. Taken for ball four. Runners at the corners with one away. That's 3 straight walks to start off the inning. Gavin Strump now to the plate. Struck out looking. Had a sac bunt down the first base line that drove in a run. An inning ago. Alex Calabro on deck. Gavin Strump at the plate as the catcher Dowler signals to his infield and his pitcher. The pitch. Taken for a strike. Just tuning in. Creekside already 8 runs in this one. 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 4 in the fourth. Top of the fifth, they got runners at the corners. 1 out, and now 2 strikes on Gavin Strump. Oh, 0-2 the count. Big pitch coming up from Ryan Hansen. Runner on first goes. Pitch. Hit Strump. Bases loaded. And Alex Calabro, the West Georgia commit, to the plate. Bases loaded. Calabro had a bunt singles last time up. Walked back in the third. One out. Bases loaded. Porter blants it. Pinch running out there for the catcher, Strump. Corners in. Umpire will adjust his mask as Calabro gets ready to step into the batter's box. Calabro on the season. Heading into the night. Was hitting .308, 400 on base percentage. OPS at .708. Driven in 2 runs on the season. After the swinging strike, now 0-1. Blands it on first. Bisham on second. Busey stands on third. The 0-1. Taken for a ball. Hansen has walked 3 and hit 1 in this inning. One count. Hansen comes set on the mound. Into the stretch, the pitch. Swung on and missed off speed pitch. Got Calabro swinging under it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the order coming up after this for Creekside. Ezra Shields on deck and a pinch hit for Andrew Kelly. One and 2. Upstairs for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. 1 out. Top of the 5th. Creekside up 8-0 over St. Augustine. Again, the 2-2. Full count. Don't want to walk a man in. They've already done that in this one. Expect a pitch to hit here for Alex Calabro. On the 3-2. The pitch. Taken outside, ball 4. And another run walked in by the St. Augustine pitching staff. 9-0 Creekside. So now Alex Calabro walks. Andrew Kelly being pinch hit for in the top of the 5th. Ezra Shields up to the plate. Shields on the season. 0 for 3. Been walked twice, been hit by 2 pitches. 3 stolen bases for him this year. Corner's not playing in. He's a threat to lay down the bunt. They're not too far in, I should say. It's now 1-0 on Ezra Shields. DJ Corey on deck, pinch hitting for Ty Martineau. The 1-0 pitch. Out into center field. And making the catch, Rivero. Tagging up and scoring on the play, Michael Bysham. 10-0 Creekside. So sac fly for Ezra Shields. Now DJ Corey to the plate with 2 gone. I believe after 5 innings if they're up by 10. So that would be the mercy rule. Thank you. As DJ Corey steps up to the plate. Runners on first and second. The pitch to Corey. Gets to the backstop, off the netting. Runners will advance. Blands it to third. And Alex Calabro to second. 2 runners in scoring position. 2 outs. DJ Corey got a 1-0 count. Now 2-0 as he takes ball number 2. One and 1 to DJ Corey. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. Walk here would get a force at any base. Would bring up Sean Aschenfelder. Two and 1 to Corey. The pitch. Called strike. Maybe they thought he went there. 2 and 2 the count. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count on the 2-hole hitter, who's number 12, DJ Corey. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. Creekside does get 2 more in the 5th inning, heading into the bottom half. Creekside leads 10-0 over the Yellow Jackets in St. Augustine.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
Welcome back here to St. Augustine High School, where the Yellow Jackets currently threat to be mercy ruled. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Yellow Jackets. They trail 10-0 here, bottom of the 5th. Believe they have 3 outs. We got a mercy rule for Creekside as Brooks Beggs the DH. 2 balls, no strikes to him now. Nick Romeo had himself a good night out on the mound. The sophomore been dealing out there. 4 strikeouts, no walks, just 1 hit allowed. Did hit 1 batter in tonight's game. 3-0. Taking on the outside corner, 3-1 to Brooks Beggs. Three-one pitch. Call ball 4. Leadoff runner on, Cooper Kiker to the plate. Kiker struck out swinging last time up. Nobody out, runner on first, bottom of the 5th inning. Yellow Jackets trail by score 10-0. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied down the right field line. Alex Calabro in pursuit. Will not get to it. It drops fair. Throw goes to second. It's a force. And oh, the slide hit Aschenfelder. He is down. Aschenfelder is trying to field the ball. And Beggs slid in and got him in the lower body. And we're going to step away. Hope he's okay.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back as Aschenfelder will exit the game. Looked like he took a spike to the right thigh. Able to walk off the field. Looks to be fine, but just in case they're going to move Ty Martineau over to short. Porter Blands it at second for the Knights. Runners on first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on and miss. Pinch hitting for Merrick. Beamish Tanner Beggs. He swings at strike 2. Oh and 2 to Tanner Beggs. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning. He lines that one over to third, takes a nasty hop on Busey. Runner's going to head for the plate. No, they hold him up at third. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Pablo Rivera will be pinch hit for by Sam Fertitta. Out comes Darren Lester for a quick mound visit with Nick Romeo. Bases loaded with nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. It's Fertitta then the top of the order for the Yellow Jackets. 10-0 Creekside leads. As Fertitta steps up to the plate. Senior for the Yellow Jackets. Andrew Herbst up in the pen for Creekside.
In the back for the Jackets, number 8, Sam Fertitta.
Romeo into the full windup. Pitch over to shortstop Martineau. 6, 4, 3, double play. 2 gone. Runner will score on the play. Our score now 10-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Now 2 gone. And up to the plate, Maddox Dowler. He takes a ball to start off the at-bat. One and 0. Back up the middle, fielded on a hop by Martineau. Fields throw to first in time. So after the 6-4-3 double play and the ground out to short, after a bases loaded, nobody out jam, Knights escape, only allowing 1 to the Yellow Jackets heading into the 6th inning. Our score, Creekside 10, St. Augustine 1. You're listening to Creekside Baseball here on Schlick Sport.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud... Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Time now for another pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Into the game, Sam Fertitta, the senior, pinch hit, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the bottom of the fifth. Now on to the mound in 2021, was recorded to have a 78-mile-an-hour fastball. Now with St. Augustine a couple years later. Was throwing pretty hard during warm-ups, and will face Porter Blanzett. Pinch hitting for Carson McFarland to lead off. Pitch hitting for Sean Aschenfelder. Leading off the top half of the sixth. Creekside with a 10-1 lead over the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. Knights won't return until next Wednesday against Ponte Vedra. Now 3-0 on Porter Blanzett. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch smoked out into center field. Rivera makes the catch. One gone, and up comes Adam Harvey. Harvey pinch hitting for McFarland. In the top of the sixth, Knights up by 9. Adam Harvey, a junior, 0 for 3 with a strikeout this season. With one gone in the inning, he pops one up. Uh-oh, that is right back at me. Just in front of the camera, thank God. Is that pitch taken for strike 2? One gone in the 0-2. Takes a look at strike number 3. Now Elias Hicks to the plate. Hicks in this one, 1 for 2, also walked. Had a 2-run single back in the third inning. First pitch to him, taken upstairs for a ball. One out. Just missed for ball number 2. 2 gone. Nobody on base for the Knights in the top of the 6th. They lead 10-1 over St. Augustine. 2-0 pitch in for strike number 1. Will Busey on deck for Creekside. With a comfortable 9-run lead, the Knights looking to extend their win streak now to 4. So after that pitch, now 3-1 on Elias Hicks. Three balls, 1 strike for Tita into the windup. The pitch. Ball high, ball 4. Runner on first, Will Busey now to the plate. Busey in this one has walked twice, struck out once. Also scored 2 runs. He's now scored 7 times in now 6 games for the Knights. After a ball up high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Taken for strike number 1. Knights with a comfortable advantage. Just 5 hits, though, for them. Even though they scored 10 runs. It's quite the impressive number, taking a lot of walks. Some they hadn't been doing much this season. They've been selective with their pitches. Now 2-1. They've now walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Oh, no, make it 11. Runner goes. Busey fouls one back, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the senior. Busey with 2 outs and a runner on first in the top of the 6th. Busey awaits the 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. Foul tip, stays alive. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pickoff move to try and get Hicks at first. Not in time. Hicks in motion before the pitch. Throw to second base. Got him! For out number 3, heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Our score, Creekside 10, Yellow Jackets 1, here on Schlick Sports.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to...
Welcome back here to St. Augustine High School in St. Augustine, Florida, as Creekside looks to extend their winning streak now to 4 games, advance to 5-1 to start the season. The sophomore Nick Romeo still out on the mound for them. Not a bad bump day so far. Last year, Creekside struggled, went 10-16 overall. Got it going. The end of the season, won 4 out of their last 6, including wins over Episcopal, Bulls, St. John's Country Day, and Oakleaf. It's Connor Curtin at the plate. 1-0 count. Takes a swing at strike one. Calls time before the pitch. Big key to Creekside's success right now has been their bat. They've now scored 28 runs in their last 3 games. As our counts 1-2. 10-1 our score. Creekside with a 9-run lead. 1-2, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. And again, he calls time right before the pitch. One, 2. Romeo thought he had him. Instead, called ball number 2. That one shot to third, fielded cleanly by Busey. Throw to first in time, out number 1. Vic Patel steps up to the plate. If Creekside can win this game, this will be their longest win streak since 2020. Now, 3 seasons ago, a season that was cut short, they were favored to probably win. They were one of the top teams in the state, could have won the state title. They had won, 8 straight before COVID cut the season short as Patel bends down and takes strike number 1. Next pitch, a ball, 1-1. And the season before went 23-7. But the last 2 seasons never had a win streak, though they were good in 2021. Very good, had a real nice season, made a bit of a playoff run. Not a 4-game win streak in there. As Patel sends one foul, stays alive, 1-2. This Knights team showing a lot of promise early on. Nick Romeo out on the mound. Showing a lot of promise out there. Roman Baselli's looked really good. Both of the Bishams out on the mound for Creekside. It's now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone in the inning. As Patel takes ball number 3, full count. But the big thing that stood out for the Knights so far this year is their offensive success, their ability to get runs home. As those bats have come alive in the last few games. Barehanded play by Strump. Got him at first. Out number 2. Nice play by Gavin Strump coming out from behind the plate. Bear hands the ball, fires a strike down to first base. 2 gone, Ryan Hansen to the plate. Hansen 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out for him in this one. The St. Augustine team managed just 5 base runners in this one. One of them via error. This is a strike on Hansen. 1 via walk, hit by pitch, single, and a single. So he sends that one into the right center field gap. Make it 6 base runners. As now he's heading for second. Out in right field, Calabro had issues with the ball. So a runner on second. Xavier R to the plate. Good heads-up base running there. I already looked down at my scoreboard to mark down a single, and I look up, see the runner headed for second base, and I see Calabro bobbling the ball, trying to pick it up out in right center field. Now runner on second, 2 gone in the inning. Hit and ball trick, I think there from Ty Martineau. Didn't quite work. Some smiles, shrug exchanged out there at second base. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Pinch hitting at the plate is for Xavier R. Number 11, Ethan Bushman. One the count. Bottom of the 6th inning, Creekside holding a 10-1 lead over St. Augustine. It's now 2-1 to Bushman. As Bushman skies that one out into right field, Calabro ranging back, reaches over his head, makes the catch! What a play out in right field by Alex Calabro! Backpedaling, reached up, went kind of backhanded that one, made the play, however, and redeems himself after the error in the previous at-bat. Heading into the top of the 7th, our score, Creekside 10. St. Augustine 1.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ESPN 690, home for FSU football and basketball, as well as Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Catch Brent and Friends weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and overtime with Kurtz and Middleton 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on ESPN 690, ESPN690.com, and ESPN 690 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Got to be feeling good over in that Creekside dugout. Up 9 over St. Augustine. 10-1 our score here as we enter the top of the 7th inning. Leading things off for the Knights, Will Busey was in a 2-2 count last inning before there's a pickle. Before Elias Hicks got caught trying to steal before the pitch as a high fly ball is caught by Ryan Hansen coming in on it in right field. Top of the 7th inning, 10-1, Creekside leads over St. Augustine. As Mike Bisham steps up to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk as well, scored twice. So he sends that one into the right center field gap. Going in on it is Hansen. Cannot make the play. Bisham in with a 1-out single. And now his brother Matt to the plate. How about Michael Bisham lately? He was hitting .571 in the last 3. Average over 400 this season. Now 2 for 3 tonight, along with a walk. 2 runs scored. Bisham off to a heck of a start as Matt Bisham steps up to the plate, and his younger brother, Michael, a freshman, Michael, a sophomore, Matt, a freshman, also had himself a good season as that one gets behind him. Michael Bisham will take second base. Runner into scoring position. Matthew got the start earlier this week against Beachside, went 5 2/3 innings. He's had multiple appearances, got the start earlier this week against Beachside. Overall this season, 5 2/3 innings. 1.24 ERA, 9 strikeouts to no walks, 5 hits. And at the plate, 1 for 2 with an RBI. So he watches a ball go by there, 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Matthew Bisham. One out, one on. For Cheetah on the mound, steps off. On deck for the Knights, Jackson Palmer. That pitch up and in. 3 balls and a strike on Matthew Bisham. The 3-1 pitch. Here comes. Swung on and missed, full count. Top of the 7th, 1 out, 1 on for Creekside. They lead by 9, 10-1 over the Yellow Jackets. Looking to add on to it here in the 7th. The 3-2 pitch. Skied out in the left center field. Making the catch, Rivera. 2 gone. Jackson Palmer to the plate. Palmer making his first appearance of the night, pinch hitting for Calabro. Takes one upstairs for a ball. 0 for 4 this season. Hit 200 last year at the on-base percentage at 500. 1 RBI, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts for him his junior year. 1 ball, no strikes. Make it 2-0 now after that pitch. Runner on second. 2 outs and a 2-0 pitch. Fouled away down the first baseline, 2-1. Creekside will return next Wednesday against Ponte Vedra at home. That'll be their last game before spring break. They'll return next week, 4 games in Daytona at Jackie Robinson Ballpark, home of the Daytona Tortugas. Can tune in those games here on Schlick Sports. It's the 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jackson Palmer. Two outs in the inning. Yellow Jackets looking to keep it at 9 before the bottom of the 7th. Runner on second for Creekside, Michael Bysham. The 2-2 from Fertitta. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Heading in to the bottom of the 7th inning, Creekside with the commanding 10-1 lead. They are 3 outs away from their first 4-game win streak since 2020 when we return on Schlick Sports.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what? Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Andrew Herbst into the game for Creekside. Numbers on Andrew this year, 2 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 2 runs. Both of them earned 4 hits to 4 strikeouts, no walks. Last year had a 2.38 ERA in 12 appearances, 19 strikeouts to 3 walks. Looking to get back on track here against St. Augustine. 10-1 Creekside leads, bottom of the 7th inning. Final line on the starter, Nick Romeo. 6 innings pitched, gave up just 3 hits, 1 run that was earned, 1 walk to 5 strikeouts. Not a bad night for the sophomore lefty. Been off to a tremendous start here in 2023. He'd be in line for the win unless this St. Augustine team can put together a 9-run 7th inning. It's Herb's first pitch. Low for a ball to Brooks Beggs. 0 for 1 with a walk in this one. The 1-0 pitch. Taken for strike number 1. One and one. High popper at third base. Will Busey will make the catch. 1 away. Cooper Kiker to the plate. Kiker in this one, 1 for 2. Singled and struck out in this one. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. Strike number 1. One gone, the 0-1. Just outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cooper Kiker. One out, 1-1 count, nobody on for St. Augustine. 1-1 pitch to Kiker. Got him looking at strike number 2. Tanner Beggs on deck. This is the 1-2 to Kiker. Taken in the dirt for ball number 2. Two. Upstairs for ball number 3. Full count on Cooper Kiker. Andrew Herbst takes the sign. Steps off. Again, our score 10-1. Creekside with the lead in the bottom of the 7th. Should be a pretty comfortable. And for the Knights and Andrew Herbst. And he gets him looking at strike 3 on the full count. 2 gone, last hope for the Yellow Jackets, Tanner Beggs. Pinch hit back in the 5th, reached on an error. We'll see if he can get something going here against Andrew Herbst. Set down the first 2 men he's seen. First pitch, taken low for a ball. If the result stands, which it most likely will, Nick Romeo will be in line for the win for Creekside. So that one fouled away, strike 1. Merrick Beamish will be the losing pitcher in this contest today. Creekside will win their 4th straight game, something they haven't done in a few years now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's strike 2. St. Augustine down to their last strike. At home against the Knights. Batter into the box. Herbst comes set. The 1-2. Taken first strike. No! Called ball 2. So we'll have to wait at least 1 more pitch. Believe everyone here thought that was over. 2 outs, number 2 at the plate. And a 2-2 count in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Foul back. Stays alive. Again, the choo-choo from Andrew Herbst. Here comes. Got him! Looking at strike number 3. And the Knights take this one by a score of 10-1 on the road. Dominating win over the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. What a night it was for Creekside. They'll return next Wednesday against Ponte Vedra, at home against the Sharks. Then spring break for the Creekside Knights. But for now, I'm Noah Schlicksup signing off, saying good night from St. Augustine. Our final score, Creekside 10, St. Augustine 1.